Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm King Dino, and on this episode we're going to be going through 10 must-have items on the road if you're doing van life or if you're getting started. If you're new to our channel, my partner Adam, myself and our dog Twyla have been traveling in our van for over 2 years part-time. We love checking out small towns and cities around Australia and taking you with us. If van life is something you're doing right now or something you want to do in the future, this video might help. So let's not wait, let's get straight into it. These are my 10 must-haves. The very first thing on our list is something that we use nearly every day in van life, and that is a broom and a dustpan. These items through winter and summer, we use them every day nearly. We find that you bring in a lot of dirt, dust, leaves on your shoes coming in and out of the van, even with a mat. So that would have to be number one on our list because it keeps your van clean. It always feels great after you've swept your van out. It just makes you feel better and gets you in a better headspace. But anyway, that's just me. Number 2 on the list is hooks. Hooks, we use these all through our van, and the more you have, the better. Trust me, you can hang your tea towels to dry on them. We use them to hang our clothes up, and sometimes when it's been raining outside, it's great to be able to put a hook in your shower area if you've got one, so you can let your coats dry off over time and you don't have water dripping over everything, including things like your umbrellas also. But trust me, you will find so many uses for your hooks around your van. Anywhere you can put one, chuck a hook. You can get magnet ones, you can get ones that you can just push things up into, which will hold things. Or you can even just get a plain S hook, which are awesome. You can just hang them off anything. So there is so many different varieties. If you're in Australia, places like Bunnings have so many different varieties of hooks. You can pick them up, and they can pick them up cheap, but they are so useful. Number 3 would have to be a portable fan. Now, I find that a lot of vans these days come with them installed either on the walls or on the roof in your camper van. We didn't have that, so we got portable ones. And what I like about the portable ones, so they're USB chargeable. You can use them indoors and outdoors with traveling with a dog. It is fantastic. We can take it outside. Ours has a clip on it, so we can clip it to a side of a chair or a table so it can blow into Twyla's face and she can stay cool. Then number 2 is we can have them wherever we are in the van, so they're not just restricted to where we're sleeping. We can have the front of the van, the side of the van, the back of the van, anywhere you want. They're portable. And because they're charged up, we don't have to rely on how far the cord is to be able to where we put it, basically. So we find the portable chargeable fans are the best. If you've got 2 people in your van, get 2 fans, because trust me, sometimes someone wants it on, sometimes they want it off, sometimes they want it higher, sometimes they want it lower. So definitely have 1 per person in your van. And if you've got a little dog, maybe get yourself 3. Number 4 on my must-have list is a toilet. Now, Adam and I were lucky enough with our van that we had one built in already. It's like a toilet and shower unit. This is fantastic. We can remove the capsule. You can empty your waste out. So that way, if we rock up somewhere where it's raining or we don't want to go out because it's the middle of the night, we can go in our van. Now, you can get so many different options of toilets, portable ones that you can actually take in and out of your van if you don't want to do it in your van, but you've got that option of going to the toilet wherever you are, whenever you want. We can pull over on the side of the road and go if we need to go. We don't have to stop, find a toilet. So I think it's such a great idea to have some way that you can go to the toilet in your van, especially late at night. Trust me, when it is -1 degrees outside, you don't want to be going out to go to the toilet. You just want to stay in your van where it's nice and warm. Number 5 on my list is a chair. Now, there is so much variety out there, but don't be fooled. So one of the things we found with having stuff in your van, you got to make sure it fits. Some of the camper vans are really small. We don't have the biggest camper van. So you can get a big chair and put it in the back of your van. But the thing is, if you pull over on the side of the road and you want to sit in your van, say it's raining and you want to be in the back, you need to move that chair somewhere because it's so big. But we have gone practicality. We have gone and got the smallest, cheapest, skinniest chair we could find. It's fine. It does the job, but it stores away underneath our beds, out of the way. So we are ready to use the back of our van whenever we want. And when we need to sit outside, we can pull it out and we have our chair. So something to make sure you consider when buying items, especially if you haven't got your van yet. Make sure you think about how big it is and how it's going to be able to be stored away. Number 6 on the list is a sound mat. Well, that's what I'm calling it, okay? When we picked up our van for the very first time, we brought it off an older lady and she had material stuck under everything. Anything that rattled, there was material, but I didn't know that at the time. I just thought she was doing it to keep everything clean, and I'm like, it doesn't look too good. I'm gonna have to change those over. So the first thing as I drove off, we pulled over, I pulled all that out, and I'm like, nah, we're not having that. It just looks better nice and clean. I start driving down the road and all of a sudden I hear bang, 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 bang. Yes. And then our shower doors, bang, 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 rattle, rattle, rattle. Everything rattles in a van, okay? So get yourself some sort of cloth. I think at the moment, Adam and I just use a microfiber cloth for no reason. Like, it's just, we've got a whole heap of them. So we put that in underneath our glass tops that we have on our stove top and our sink. Also, we jam one in between our shower door and we lock it. And that stops the rattling, and we don't really have much noise at all when we drive along, besides a few dishes. Number 7, and probably another one of Adam's favourites, is the fly net. Now, living in Australia, we know how many flies and bugs and insects you can get. Oh my, trust me, it can be crazy out there, especially in summer. And lately, the mosquitoes have been bad. Yes, so definitely get yourself a decent set of fly nets. Now, ours came with some fly nets that the lady that owned the van before us had actually sewn up herself. And she did a really good job. And she's used magnets so we can stick them up onto our van and a bit of Velcro, and it works fine. Some of the newer vans have them built in and they are amazing. So this is an extra. Definitely get them because they are so useful. We've had great nights where we've been able to have our nets up and just lay out, because we're doing off-grid camping. You know, we don't have an air con or anything, so we can enjoy, you know, it's like almost being like in a tent, having your doors open, having the air coming through. It's absolutely beautiful. So definitely do yourself a favor. And if you haven't already, get yourself some fly nets because you're gonna need them. Number 8 on my list would have to be baby wipes. These can be a game changer if you're out for long periods of time doing off-grid camping, where if you were to get sticky hands from eating all that camp food, you can clean them up with one wipe rather than using 20 litres of water trying to wash your hands. Also, they're great for cleaning up spills and messes. They're great if you need to have a wash without having a shower. They will keep you clean, keep you fresh. You are going to thank yourself. They're not that expensive. You can get environmentally friendly baby wipes also, so look into that if you're worried about the environment, and just make sure you take your rubbish home with you. But yeah, they can definitely be a game changer, especially when you're trying to save water when you're off grid. Number 9 on my list would have to be microfiber towels. Now again, all about saving space. When you have normal towels, they take up quite a bit of space, and when you've got wind cheaters on top of t-shirts and things you're packing, you don't need to be filling up all that space with a full-on towel. Microfiber towels are very small, compact, they dry a big area of space and then also dry really quickly. We find that we can hang them on the outside of our van and they're dry within an hour, depending on the weather, obviously. But yeah, we find that they're really quick and easy to dry yourself and to get dry themselves, so you can use them again the next day. So these are a great idea to save room in your van again, because that's something you constantly come back to, is trying to fit things in that you're only the things you need and try to save space. Number 10 on my list would have to be storage. Finding practical ways to store things away to make and save space. Now, we find that with all our actual cupboards, rather than have to bend down into that space where there's not much room, we find it easy to put things into baskets or boxes, containers, so you can just lift them up out of the cupboard, use them when you want to, and then put them back. We do this with our cups, our toiletries, our cleaning products. It just works really easy. And then we had a hanging space that we could hang clothes in, but instead of that, we brought a storage unit that has 3 separate boxes that can hang from the top rail, and I can put my clothing in there. We just find it stores more in that space. So it's just finding practical ways to store things away. Well, there you have it, guys. That's 10 must-haves for van life. Now, this list could have gone on, and I'm sure you at home have different ideas of must-have for van life. So you can pop your ideas down the bottom to share with everybody else in our community, or otherwise, if you want to see me do another one of these episodes, let me know by commenting down below. But before we go, I definitely got to add something that deserves its very own list, and that is a first aid kit. They're very important to have on you, in your van, for yourself or for a stranger. You never know when it's going to come in handy, especially in the Australian bush. So make sure you travel with one of these everywhere you go. Alright guys, well, this has been fun. I hope you've enjoyed this, or something a little bit different for our midweek episode. We have so many different adventures traveling around Australia, so make sure if you're new to our channel to like and subscribe and tell your friends about us and ring that bell too. And yeah, get on there and check out all our other videos. We've got new ones coming out every Sunday at 5 p.m. So until then, have a lovely week and we'll see you Sunday, 5 o'clock. See you guys.